makes it brighter side. Cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say how could I have a heart made of stone while you. Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you bet you're nice, feel so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side. And it's smooth how you move, cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it. Thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
It's natural.
You were talking about your new song, Tyler Hero. So I was watching the video. The jumper's okay. After working out with him, how does your jumper look now?
It looks excellent.
How many takes did you have to take for you to get that one shot to go in?
4.
Incredible. So other NBA players have kind of dabbled in rapping. I was talking to Shaq earlier, and he was talking about his rap.
Up next, the Hawks taking on the Raptors. For the Atlanta Hawks, every game presents another chance to improve and refine their brand of basketball. They want to win each half, each quarter, each minute, each possession. Raptors, Hawks, and back in a moment for the tip-off. Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Well, among the league's deadlier weapons now is the step-back jumper. Steph Curry said, "You're always in control of the situation with that move. It is pretty effective." Portland's Damian Lillard said, "It's a tough off-balance shot, so it takes a lot of work." But people around the league are putting in that work to become even more effective. Guys?
Thanks, David. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Here's Siakam, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I mean, the improvement that we've seen from Siakam, it's like nothing else I've ever seen. He's a huge reason for the success of this Raptors team.
Greg, in 2 short years, this guy triples his output from the floor. He goes from a guy who was getting spot minutes, couldn't really get into the rotation, to an all-star. The transition game, his ability to use that speed, and then his approach, the work habits, both of those 2 things have been critical to his growth.
And the first one drops. Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won Most Improved Player in the league in 2019, and as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward, rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
Siakam hits them both.
And I'll tell you guys, the leap that Pascal Siakam has taken has really been fun to watch. From role player to emerging star, and guys, he's not done growing yet.
Capella trying to free himself up. Collins, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Knocks it loose. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Lowry's got his second bucket of the night.
If you allow Kyle Lowry a head of steam, it is very difficult to stay in front of him. No stopping him on that drive.
And here's Young from the arc. It's rebounded by Anunoby. It's been a quick start here for Toronto. It's a 5-point game. 2 points, that one goes. Lowry's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, the increased playmaking ability of Pascal Siakam on display. Pretty pass.
Here's Herter. Pass to Collins. Inside, here's Hunter. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
They get it back. Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Here's Lowry. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. 9 points for Kyle Lowry.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
Young looking around. No good from outside. For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Here's VanVleet. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
We call that floor vision, gentlemen. Kyle Lowry with the pretty pass.
Now Young. In the corner, it's Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Here's Herter. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Raptors leading by 7. Here's VanVleet, and he banks in the layup.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Young passes to Herter. Kicks it out to Collins. To the inside. And the shot goes down. Collins has got 6.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for Toronto. They lead by 7. And it's in there. He's got 11.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Young passes it to Collins. And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
And with Kyle Lowry, the assist numbers don't jump off the page at you, but he has fantastic vision, and his decision-making is also elite.
Greg, for me, what stands out about Kyle Lowry is his willingness to adjust his game based on what his team needs. There's been times in his career where he's been a go-to scorer, and his three-point shooting can be infectious to his team. That toughness on the drive really strikes you. But there's also been times where he takes a back seat to scoring and says, all right, time to get my guys involved. He can do either.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Fast break Toronto. Here's Anunoby. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Well, that's about being opportunistic. OG Anunoby so good at anticipating when he can jump and get a steal.
The Hawks trail by 11. Young passes to Capella. Now the dish to Young. From 15 feet away, they get it again. Collins, good. Collins has got 8.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Here's Anunoby. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Lowry's shot is good.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Young with no one around. Hits it from three-point range.
Really clever with the basketball. Young's so advanced offensively. Excellent pull-up jumper there.
Here's Lowry. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
The Hawks trail by 10. Passes it to Herter. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Atlanta making a switch here. Reddish is checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Davis is checked in. Out to the right wing. And the wide open shot from Reddish. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 6. It's Young on the wing. Offline with his 3.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Siakam trying to free himself up. And it's Davis missing. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Tips it, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Count that one from Van Vliet.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
And here's Young from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Young's got his second basket of the night.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the three ball.
One shot.
Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will. So Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Hollis Jefferson. Here's Powell. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Poke loose. Ibaka against Jones. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Teague with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
To me, this is about decision-making. And Jeff Teague's so good at creating opportunities to get to the free throw line.
The Hawks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Well, there's so much value in how Jeff Teague runs an offense. He's got great speed. He plays hard on both ends of the floor. I think any organization would be lucky to have this guy.
Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors. And so Teague gets 2 free throws.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
And that one's good by Davis.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's Jones to the wing right side. Here's Teague, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Yeah, Jeff Teague is very capable in the mid-range. This guy is very dependable as a scorer.
Here's Powell. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
Well, Norman Powell, these last several seasons, has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season, much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
Offensive rebound. Dedmon finds Jones. Got a piece of it. Teague the pass to Jones. 4 on the shot clock. A second chance effort. Here's Reddish. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D. And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
That free throw good from Reddish. And so he makes both from the line. Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
Here's Bembry. Raptors knocking down the Trae. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Jones with the stuff.
Well, Jeff Teague knows how to get by and find teammates. That's pretty right there.
Here's Powell. The shot misses. And Atlanta will come the other way. Teague surveying the D. Here's Dedmon. And the 3 off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the shot is good. Powell's got 10 points in the game.
Assist from Marcus.
And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Hawks. Down by 15. The pass to Jones. Back to Teague. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Toronto's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Hollis Jefferson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
How about Hollis Jefferson's sensational athleticism? Fends off the defense effectively.
Here's Teague. It's blocked. The baseline J. The shot by Powell, no good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Right wing. Plenty of space. And the jumper falls for him. He's got 7. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Powell. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
If you give up deep post positioning to Norman Powell, forget about it. This guy is skilled at scoring in the paint.
Teague the pass to Reddish. Floats one up. That's tipped. Here's Hollis Jefferson. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
To me, Hollis Jefferson has tremendous length and someone who makes it very difficult to contest shots because of that length.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the left side wing. Beyond the arc. Shot's good by Dedmon.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Now the Raptors moving it up, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Nicely done. The steal and finish. Hollis Jefferson doing it all on his own.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Raptors lead by 18. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. Pascal Siakam, before the game tonight, shared his thoughts, reminiscing about his championship year with Kawhi Leonard.
It was always a team, and I think we don't look at one player and then say he's going to save us. You know, we got to save each other. We got to play for each other.
And Greg, that's how Siakam plays the game himself.
Yeah, versatile, very unselfish, and a franchise player in the making.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Atlanta, Teague out there with Bembry. Then it's Jones. Then it's Reddish. And it's Fernando in at power forward. Now here's Teague. Over in the corner, Reddish. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 3 assists tonight.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And Lowry gets it to go.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up.
That's good.
Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. Most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Now, here's Collins. Here's Fernando. That one falls. Fernando's got his first 2 points.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Assistant, Kyle Lowry.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pass to Fernando. Knocked away. Pass to Collins. To the paint. Fernando, that's good.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Raptors leading by 18. Powell for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 6th assist on the night. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Lowry against Teague. In the corner. Herter with it. Collins. And it's Toronto with the rebound. The drive by Siakam. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Well, Siakam pushing right through the contact. Go ahead, young sir.
Now here's Teague. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Oh, that's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Atlanta making some changes. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Reddish. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Raptors. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Toronto. Fred VanVleet comes in for Norman Powell. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
That's his first personal foul.
The Hawks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Kevin Huerter. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time. And Siakam has got the ball here for Toronto. Here's Lowry. He's too hot. Now he is 9 of 10.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Out to the wing. Collins kicks to Hunter. Inside, here's Young, and the rejection by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Atlanta calls timeout. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Passes it to Capella. Now Collins. Young outside. Hawks passing it around. And the rejection by Ibaka. Capella with the bucket. Here's Lowry. He's got 19. Ibaka goes in, and Ibaka slams it in.
Boy, terrific penetration from the big man. Ibaka putting his athleticism to good use.
Here's Young, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Young's got 8.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
VanVleet, whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
Free throw good, Van Vliet.
Just for this trip to the line, I'll call him by his full name. Frederick Edmund Van Vliet Sr. Had to get that in there. Now we can just go back to Freddie V.
Here's Herter, and stolen by Siakam. Now running, here comes Lowry, pushing the ball up. Basket counts. Lowry's got 6 here in this quarter.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now, here's Hunter. He has 6.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Lowry, good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Atlanta's shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Young against Lowry. Down low, and finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Now the feed to Collins. That one drops for him. Collins has got 13 points.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Lowry, good.
Give him another. This guy may not be the tallest or most athletic, but Kyle Lowry can find ways to score.
And Young, here we go. Good work defensively by Lowry.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And the 3 ball is good.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things in him, but he's been unstoppable.
And here's Young, following the 3-pointer by Siakam. The Trae. Hunter, no one around him, misses the 3.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Van Vliet. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Van Vliet's got 5 points now in the quarter. To the middle. Can they get it? Herter, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Atlanta's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way over Collins. And too long on the shot.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And that one, good. 15 points in the game.
This is the John Collins show. There's a smoothness to his game that you really appreciate on a night like this.
And that one, good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
Here's Van Vliet. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Hawks shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Yeah, easy call.
That's his first personal foul.
For Toronto, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Shots.
shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Damian Jones comes in for Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Bembry in for Kevin Huerter. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for the Raptors. Davis comes in for Kyle Lowry. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, what you love about Serge Ibaka, yes, he has tremendous size and reach and great athleticism, but he plays his role to a T.
Now, here is Young. 10 points for him. The pass to Dedmon. Van Vliet against Young. He's looking for Dedmon and finds him.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Knocked loose. Atlanta's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Young, no good. Toronto's gone along perfectly from 3-point range. Tonight they've gone 5 for 5. And again, Toronto no luck. The Hawks shooting in the second quarter, 46%. Reddish the pass to Young. Here's Dedmon, pass to Bembry. Kicks it to Young. Here's Jones. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 7th assist in the game. Ibaka outside. Good on the shot.
Well, you like to see Serge Ibaka be assertive on the offensive end, particularly on the interior.
Pass to Reddish. Outside, Jones. And here we go. Van Vliet heading to the hoop. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
Well, just high-quality transition opportunity right there from Fred Van Vliet. This guy is so reliable to make the plays necessary in transition.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Hollis Jefferson with it. And Young picks him up defensively.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
So it's the Hawks now, after the Raptors pick up 2. Passes to Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
You know, such a selfless player. I love how Young stays consistent in how he involves his teammates.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Atlanta's shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Young's got 12 in the game.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
And it's slammed in by Jones.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
From 18 feet away, rebounded by the Hawks. Dedmon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Reddish. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength. And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Down low. And Dedmon throws it down.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
And Van Vliet, here we go. Good.
Well, for a point guard like Fred Van Vliet, you've got to be able to get into the mid-range. It opens up the other aspects of your offense, keeps the defense off balance.
Kyle Lowry firing on all cylinders for Toronto. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. We got to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Kyle Lowry has been the story in this one. He had 27 points, 11 assists, and 1 steal. And Kyle Lowry, one of the great do-it-all guards in the NBA. Kenny, in your mind, does he get enough credit for what he brings to the court?
You're right. He probably gets slept on a little bit. But he's got a huge presence, obviously. He's a big shot maker and a big playmaker.
Yeah, Larry was a late bloomer, but he puts up big numbers. He's not a flashy guy, but every team would love to have him.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Wing shot on the way. VanVleet can't get it to go. Here's Herter. He's guarded by Anunoby. Hunter. The three-pointer is right on target. Hunter's got 9.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Here's Herter. Feeds it to Capella. Just 5 on the clock. They grab their own miss. Left side Collins. Hawks passing it around. Now, here's Hunter. He's guarded by Anunoby. Here's VanVleet. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Boy, Pascal Siakam, much improved as a playmaker. He can score it or create shots for others.
Trains the three-pointer. He's got 15. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Toronto calls timeout. Some changes for Toronto. Patrick McCaw, he's checked in for Ibaka. And it's Stanley Johnson in for Fred VanVleet. Here's Lowry. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Clint Capella.
For his size, Kyle Lowry is as good a finisher at the rim as you'll find, and they're not going to give him a free run to the cup.
It's his first trip to the line.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw drops for Lowry.
I think now that he's become a perennial all-star, it's easy to forget. It wasn't until his 9th year in the league that Kyle Lowry made his first all-star game.
And so Lowry nails both of them. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Young passes to Capella. Here's Herter. Young outside. Three-pointer. The rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Toronto. And there's Lowry. That's good on the assist by Johnson. Lowry's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Shots good from Young. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Siakam. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Siakam's got 19 points.
Pascal Siakam can be a menace on the glass. He's got length. He's got athleticism. Look out.
Herter passes to Hunter. Outside Collins. There's the pass to Young. Lots of room. Second shot opportunity. And Capella with a nice bucket inside. Capella's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D. They are just killing him on the interior.
For Toronto, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Young.
Shooting one.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Now here's Teague. Kicks it out to Collins. The offensive rebound. Outside Teague. Lobbed up there for Collins. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Missed it, even after all those chances.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Teague. Here's Hunter. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Hunter's got 11. The Raptors have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And the Raptors miss again. Collins with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Collins passes to Herter. Capella trying to free himself up. Another shot. Herter, no good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Hits the three-point foul. Lowry's got 34 points.
Oh, my goodness. Almost no space to get that jumper off. But Lowry, he doesn't need a ton of space.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Lowry. Now the Raptors moving it up. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
You know this about OG Anunoby. This guy's going to give you tremendous effort nightly. Really good job on the glass.
Now here's Teague. And finished off by Collins.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
That one good for 2.
What a boost to have Kyle Lowry running the show. Selfless, smart, and always looking to create.
Teague the pass to Hunter. Here's Collins. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Good on the bucket. Anunoby's got 4 points this quarter. Atlanta's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Herter. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Hunter. Buries it down low. Hunter's got 13.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Here's Anunoby. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
This is where OG Anunoby is going to grow. That offensive game will expand to the mid-range.
Teague against Lowry. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Anunoby. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. 14 points for him.
Boy, how do you match up with OG Anunoby's length and athleticism? This guy is going to be able to get shots off because of both of those.
And the basket is good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the Raptors. Johnson. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hunter kicks to Capella. Pass to Collins. From downtown, good on the three-point shot. Collins has got 24 points.
An improving three-point shooter. Collins understands the role of today's big man.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. From deep. But he stays with it. Tries again. Here's Herter. He's guarded by Johnson. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds in this game.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
Now here's Teague. Looking to get it going. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Siakam. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Kevin Herter. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good, and Atlanta will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Bruno Fernando comes in for Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter, and it's Bembry in for Jeff Teague. And so he hits both. Toronto's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Atlanta's shooting the ball around 43% from the floor so far in the third quarter. Boucher with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
We've seen this before. When Norman Powell's game starts to get in rhythm, he can dominate.
The Hawks shooting at 51%. Really solid. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Reddish. Pass to Fernando. Got a hand on it. And another shot.
What defensive instincts. What timing by Marc Gasol. Nice block.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Offensive rebound. Boucher's shot is off. And the Hawks with possession. Here's Herter. He's got 6, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Young's checked in for Atlanta. Here's Davis. No good off the back of the rim.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Here's Bembry. The Hawks again can't hit. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Davis has got 9. And Atlanta has possession. Young dishes to Reddish. Passes it to Fernando. Here's Bembry. He's guarded by Davis.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Toronto shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. Young in the corner. The three-pointer off the mark. Toronto's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Here we go, one-on-one. Bembry the pass to Dedmon, and Dedmon throws it down.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Raptors. And for the Hawks, they're shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Count that one. Powell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
The Hawks shooting straight 49% from the field. Young outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 19 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Good.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
And it's the Hawks' ball. And Young kicks to Reddish. And it's denied. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Damian Jones is checked in for the Hawks.
Damian Jones.
Now the pass to Young. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Young's got 9 points here in the second half. Here's Gasol, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Now, here's Reddish. He's got 14. He gets that one.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Powell, that's good.
I'll tell you, I love to see someone take the contact head on, and Norman Powell welcoming the challenge.
Davis against Young. Over to the left wing. Bembry. No good on the 3. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Fred VanVleet.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Bembry. He's out there with Reddish. And it's Graham in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
At the line for 2.
And the first one drops.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. So it's the Hawks now. To the paint. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Atlanta, Bruno Fernando. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And here's Davis for 3. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Now, here's Reddish. They shoot again, and it's blocked. Outside Thomas. Over Jones. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Davis. Thomas got his first bucket of the night.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Thomas, and it falls over the rim and in. Thomas got 4 points in the quarter.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Hawks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. And the Hawks making a change here. Teague's checked in. Toronto's gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. And again, Toronto no luck. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Here's Reddish. Excellent D from Thomas.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Here's Boucher. True on the 14-footer. Boucher's got his first basket. Atlanta with the ball. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Fernando. Inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Davis. A baseline J. Tipped away. And here's Reddish. Pass to Teague. He feeds it to Jones. He doesn't hit that one. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Now Thomas. And Gasol gets it to go.
You know that Marc Gasol is going to pursue the rebounds. It doesn't matter where he is on the floor. He won't give up on a play.
Teague against Gasol. Teague can't hit. The Raptors have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. That doesn't go either for Thomas. The Hawks shooting 47%, pretty solid. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Powell, that's good.
Well, you don't want to see Norman Powell settling for outside looks. Love when he goes to work down deep.
Teague, the pass to Fernando. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Graham, and the layup falls.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Here's Thomas. Kept alive. Toronto calls timeout.
Trying to get my dough. Wrist don't freeze, but time not slow. They little talk on the way I glow. Yeah. Hustle on, that's all I know. Made it on mine, and that's all I know. Way too next to the top I go. I do what I want to. I go out and I do what I want to. On the run through, I would need my funds too. I'm the one, they all know it when I come through. This that sauce, they ain't never matches. Racks on racks. Not lax, taking I move. Made my own bars, still I don't lack. Racks on racks, racks on racks on racks. Not lax, taking I move. Made my own bars, still I don't lack.
Skal Labissière's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for the Raptors. Patrick McCaw comes in for Norman Powell. The three from Thomas, nailed from three-point land.
Well, we know this. Few big men in the history of the game have passed the ball as well as Marc Gasol.
Passes to Jones. Bucket is good.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's McCaw. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Labissière. Atlanta shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. A shot by Reddish, no good. The Raptors have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Got that bucket in no time at all. McCaw has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. McCaw has gone 1 of 2 shooting from three. Teague, the pass to Labissière. Reddish with the ball. Davis is on it. Offensive rebound. And Labissiere gets it to go.
And Labissiere is a tireless worker on the boards, hitting them relentlessly and coming away with additional opportunities for his team.
Now here is Davis. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Teague with the ball. From 13, that one falls. And Toronto has possession. Here's Davis. Rebound by the Hawks. Reddish has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. To the inside, Labissiere, and it's in there.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And the Raptors call time here.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Hawks. And Toronto also making a switch. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Davis. Toronto's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. The shot's good from Gasol.
Well, Marc Gasol will never back away when he's got that kind of interior position.
The Hawks have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. To the paint, here's Dedmon, and Dedmon throws it down.
Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
The Raptors shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Pulls from the top of the key. The shot off that time, and it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
And it's slammed in by Teague.
Oh, my goodness. If you don't get in front of Jeff Teague, he's going to throw it down off that dribble drive.
Takes a shot at the elbow. Rebounded by the Hawks. Now here's Graham. To the middle. Here's Labissiere. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got 3 assists in the game. Here's McCall. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. The Hawks shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. And Teague, here we go. It's good. Teague's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Gasol, no good. The Hawks shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Teague, the pass to Reddish. And here is Dedmon. That 3 off the mark. Ibaka outside. Over Labissiere. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
It's really been fun to watch the evolution of Serge Ibaka's jumper. His pull-up is on point.
Outside Teague. Makes it off the glass.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Raptor shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. And good that time.
Marc Gasol has such pretty touch on the offensive end. Nice shot.
And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for Atlanta. Out left to the wing. Here's Graham. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the pass to Johnson. And here is Labissiere. The feed now to Graham. And finished off by Graham.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Here's McCall. Rebounded by the Hawks. Labissiere's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
The Hawks making a switch here. Bembry's checked in. Then for the Raptors, Chris Boucher's checked in for Gasol. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Serge Ibaka. Teague finds Dedmon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Atlanta, Dwayne Dedmon. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls, and the Raptors making a change here. Siakam's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's McCall. Second chance shot, and Siakam with the nice bucket inside. Siakam's got 21 in the game.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Here's Thomas. Again, Toronto. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter.
What an amazing drive to the cup. Teague seizing the lane to the basket. Boy, defense has simply got to be better than that.
Took him no time at all on that one. McCaw has got 7 now in this quarter. Hawk shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Right side Teague. 1:37 left in the fourth. Banked in off the glass.
I'll tell you, how about a high percentage opportunity from Jeff Teague? As a scorer, you love to get those easy ones.
Dedmon with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Raptors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kyle Lowry.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
.110 left in the fourth quarter. He gets it in there. Siakam's got 4 this quarter.
This is an important part of Pascal Siakam's game. Get into your mid-range, catch your rhythm.
Teague the pass to Dedmon, and Dedmon throws it down.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
A nice shot by T.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
And the Raptors call time here. They're up by 29. 41 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Kyle Lowry.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. .41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Siakam, good.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And I love seeing Labissiere sky up for the slam. He really devastates the defense with that athleticism.
Here's McCall, and that one drops. And Teague's got the ball here for the Hawks. And it's slammed in by Teague.
This game has been all about Jeff Teague. He is dominating on the offensive end. He's getting whatever shot he wants right now.
It's good.
Listen, he's streaky, but if he gets hot, you've got to run people at him. Anything you can do to disrupt his rhythm.
Now Teague. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Mark. Congrats on the win. How did you guys get in rhythm offensively?
Sharing the ball, just making the play, just, making each other better. That's always something really good, and it gets contagious both sides.
Yeah, the ball was really moving tonight, and I know that's how you want to play. Thanks, Mark. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you next time.